live stream where I will color this illustration by Agota Pop from the Coloring Heaven collection, released earlier this year. And today's weather report are gray, 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 and hardly any snow left, and a bit rain. So let's forget about the boring weather and see what today's challenge will be. It was dots, and just blue the other days, and let's see. What it will be today. I will mix them a bit. Not as I remember what's inside them. I think, yeah. Oh, coloring with a coloring book upside down is today's challenge. Interesting. So, okay, let's turn it around. Okay. Very confusing. What do I want to use? What is this? Melon yellow. What is this? Oh, a very brown style file marker. I think I have like 6 of them. I bought a small set for testing them out, but it didn't become any favorite of mine. Let's see, do we have any? Okay, no, I don't want that. I think I did a swatch of my random alcohol markers, but I think I might have accidentally thrown it away. The melon was closest to what I want. Let's see, walnut. Yes. And I do have my how do you say it? Ooh. Here are the swatch for those dark yellow. I might primrose sunflower. Barium yellow. Which one do I want to start with? I think maybe the barium yellow. See if I can find it. Barium yellow E3. Y3. 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 Where are you? There. So Uhu. Let's start with that one. And well, I will have the protection sheet under. I hope for some metal look, but I'm not sure exactly how yet. I give everything this color from start, but leave a little bit white where I might do some highlight. I think I'll do this as well. Let's start like that. And then try to understand it's not that many elements. It's just the bells, the bow, and the leaves. And something behind here, which I think could be some part of the bow. At least that's what I'm gonna pretend. And no. I think I might do a purple bow. Or wine red. But I have done a lot of red bows. Let's see. Again, the swatch. I might start with a very light mauve shadow. I don't dare to blend with the markers. I'm not very good at that. Mauve shadow, and the paper is not, I think, very good for that either. R11. R11. There it is. R11. More. I sound like a cow. More shadow. So today I have been working from home, and now I'm going to stream, and after that I will go to work and work from work and have some meetings. That is my day today. I hope you have a good day. This Monday, no, Tuesday, no, what is it today? Tuesday. I get confused because yesterday was my day off. I don't work full time, as I have realized that my health benefits from that. I'm not sure really where to leave the highlights for the bow, but I just do something like this. And then we'll see. And the leaves, I actually looked it up on Google, and it was holly. I think I have called it that, and I actually checked, and I was right. Hooray! Okay, what do I want for the leaves? I think I actually want to start with this dusty jade green, G6. G6. There it is. And okay, it was much darker. It was much darker on this paper than on the swatch cards. So I think I will just do the outlines with this. I'll go in with something lighter later inside the leaves. They have such cool shape, these leaves. The alcohol markers are not super precise because they always bleed a little bit around where you're coloring, so you have to try to remember that and not color exactly on the line, or in my case a little bit outside the lines. And here we have something from before, maybe from yesterday's stream, or when I was doing a bit after. Now you have to see it upside down, but I did a little soft pastel, very light soft pastel turquoise blue, and tried to do some white snowflakes here and there, and a bit more Posca. And I brought out my polychromos, that dark blue, indigo blue, for a little bit more darkness here and there. Okay. What do I want now? I think I'll go for for the yellow green, maybe GY4. If I can, there it is. Or do I want the meadow green? But maybe it's not that light as it. I can try that also. G9. I'm trying it here. Let's see how this. Not sure. Maybe I will actually go for. We have the spectrum green, or we have the blue gray. Actually, I might start. What do I want for this one? And I mean, this is just the base layer. After I will kind of cover it with colored pencils, I guess. What do I want as a base? Well, I will bring out a sugar cane GY7. GY7. If I can find it, G8. No, I can't find it. Yes, I can. Found it. Let's see. Yes. I might do them a little bit different. I do some with this sugar cane. Maybe I'll do them all with this. A sugar cane base. Oh, hello, Kat, and welcome. Today's challenge was, can you guess? When you see the picture, how it looks, coloring with a book upside down. So I have started with just a base layer, and now I'm gonna bring out some polychromos, I think. What do I want? I want the brown ochre, I think. So I started with alcohol markers. Yes, you should have been able to guess that. So it feels a bit strange to have it this way. of course, because I'm so used to have it the other way. So I did the base layer just to kind of start it with some kind of sketch. And now I'm gonna fill in with colored pencils. I think I'm not sure what how do I want this to look. And it's a little bit difficult when it's the wrong way to see how it looks or envision how it will look when it's finished. Brown ochre. We'll see how the color will be on these bells, how brownish they will be. I hope it will look like some kind of metal. I'm not very good or very precise at doing like a specific metal. I mean, it will not be silver. But something that is reflective. Reflecting the light. Such a cozy thing for me to do in the middle of the day. As I said before, I have been working half day home, and after this I'm gonna eat something and then go to work. And work from work. Now I have a little midday reset. No, thank you for reminding me. I'm glad that this is not going to be a skin tone bell as when we did the Rita Behrman challenge. That was strange. A strange bell color. But fun. So it's the December 8th today. I will work for almost 2 weeks. This week and next week, and after that I have 2 weeks of a Christmas holiday. That will be nice. I do hope we have some snow by then, because this is a bit depressing weather. She's really good at doing these cute small illustrations, Agota Pop. I have mostly just seen them colored by other people because I don't have a printer. But actually the 6 of the illustrations for this calendar I need to print. Agota Pop has sent the 6 missing illustrations, so I need to get some help for that. Do. Maybe like that. And I think I will jump now to the bow. Just because I feel like that. And I think I would take the Prismacolors for those. I think they have better, my favorite purples, as you can see. I guess they will be the ones maybe brought out when the challenge for to use your smallest pencils in a set. Let's see. This is the lilac. Which is one of those that they don't make anymore. Unfortunately, I haven't yet started to use the new colors, the ones that they started to do when they canceled the lilac and the lavender, because they couldn't find the pigments anymore for those. In your, so your browns and greens and the polychromos are the shortest? Cool. I don't use the polychromos enough for I do have some few that are quite small, like my turquoise blue and the white, I think. But as I mostly use my Prisma, those are the shortest. And I also had to replace some of them while I still could do that, while I still could buy them separately. So I actually have a little hiding with some more lilacs and lavender that I bought when I heard about that they were going to stop doing them. So this was lilac. Let's go to a really dark one. What do I want next? Maybe this. I think this might be, is it Parma Violet maybe? I think so, but I'm not sure because it's so short. I can't read. But it PS 1008. I think it's Parma. I'm not sure these things back here belongs to the bow, but I don't know what it would be else. So I have decided that for me it's part of the bow. And now maybe some black grape for some shadowing. Back to the maybe Parma. Black grape again. Darken up here and there. And hope it will look okay from the other side when we turn it around later. Either the shadowing will be on the wrong places, but we'll see. And the Parma Violet again. And maybe some, the smallest of them all. No, the Parma Violet and the lavender. No, I don't think this is lavender. Yes, it is. It is lavender. So two of my favorites were the ones they couldn't do anymore. Boo-hoo. And let's see if I bring in some dahlia purple. I think my plan was to do it more, maybe wine red more than purple. I know I said purple, but now when I see it, it feels like this was not what I envisioned in my head. But it's stupid to use purple if you want red violet. But I could also always turn it a little bit more reddish if I want to. Let's think. What do I want? I will bring out, no, my favorite, one of my favorites. This is one of my, I have several because I don't want them to, I always want them one close by. The darkest gray, 90%. But I think one of them are missing. I think I like the dark gray. Oh, where did I see the eraser? More than I like the black in Prisma. And I think you can use it almost like black, and I use it often to darken things and shadow, and then I might go in with some black on top of it. I think the black is looking better with the dark gray underneath. I'm not sure if it's just my black, but I don't think it's that black and that opaque that I want to, just on its own. So a bit of this. And I think I will go to my my luminance that also have some of my favorite purples. This is manganese violet. And what do they more have? Yeah, they have this cool light aubergine, and they have the violet brown, and they also have the ultramarine pink. I don't know if I was thinking of any special of these. Maybe the violet brown. To make the second bow behind the first bow look a little more dark and stand out. Maybe here and here. And now the leaves. And what do I want to do with those? This is dark English green. No, not Prisma, the luminance. And let's see if we have any. This must be one of my favorites as it's so unsharpened. It's the olive yellow. I think the luminance has the most mixed colors. I mean, they have like very good colors for portraits, skin color, but they also have like these brown, violet, and gray, blue, and this is olive yellow. I like their pencils. And they also have the best, I think, dark green, which is I think it's this dark phthalo phthalo-cyanine green. It can be, I think it's this. If there isn't another one that I'm missing now. I was thinking of the dark sap green. I thought this was a little bit too long. It's this one, dark sap green. I'm gonna show you. Here is a dark sap green, and here is this the one I couldn't pronounce. It's more of a olive tone in it, and this is more bluish. I really like this dark sap green, so I'm gonna add it. And I'm also gonna bring in another favorite, the grass green. I think I will start with that one on the next. Okay, okay, okay. I need to sharpen it. One. And two. Okay. Grass green. Grass green. On top of the base layers I did with a oops, I'm pressing too hard. Or I have the tips to sharpen. Too sharp from the beginning. But I'm quite hard. I think it's hard for me to not press too quite hard with my pencils. That's why I like one of the reasons I like wax-based pencils more. It's difficult to change the way you color. Sometimes I try to work with my polychromos with this technique of a lot of light layers on top of each other, but I think it's I need to see the color pop immediately. Otherwise I get bored and stop to color, so very rarely I use them for a whole picture. Although I know that some people use the polychromos in a different way. They also use them with a hard pressure and think that works very well too. So they are definitely working with different kind of way of using them. No, I pretty much hate that artists. I do like my polychromos, even if I don't use them as much as I use my luminance and my prisma. But the artists, the Derwent artists, I can't get color out of them. It takes, I mean, maybe the paper is too bad in the coloring books for them, that they need more tooth, or maybe you just need more patience, because I have a set and every time I bring them out, I feel the joy drains from me. So I'm fascinated with the people that can use them, and I have seen some great results in coloring books by other colorists. So it's obviously possible, just not for me. The patience, the thing I don't have much of. I want to see pretty fast the colors in my brain works so fast, I think, that I need colors that and pencils that work almost as fast as my brain. At least for me to have fun while I'm coloring. I mean, it would you could think that slowing down and using a slow media would make me calmer, but no, it makes me more stressed. Because nothing happens. I don't understand. And I don't, Kat, you are so quick with your polychromos. I don't understand how you can be quick with polychromos. That's super fascinating. This is the olive yellow again. I think I will have to go and visit you sometime and just stare when you color, to see how you can be so quick and still make it this layer technique. Yes, they are pretty soft compared to, I mean, you can, it depends on the pressure. But if you have a light color and you have very little pressure, there is not much color showing up the first layers, I think, in my opinion. Okay. Should I make it more reddish? Could I do it more reddish, the bow? Do I want it more reddish? La la la. I will see what's happened if I add red. If that just looks strange or if it works. Hello Mona, welcome and thank you. This is the color with a book upside down challenge today. And this also need to be sharpened. So I have done the bow purple, but now I want to make it more red. So I'm using the Scarlet, the luminance, to see what happens if I use that. Yes, it's interesting to color upside down. That you don't do often. I remember I did it a lot when I colored mandalas more often, because it have the same pattern all around. So when I came to another part of the page that was up, I turned it around. So it became easier to color. We'll see how this will turn out. And let's see if I can find, what is this? Crimson Aubergine. Yeah, here we have the color I have been thinking of all the time, I think. But didn't know I was thinking about. Oh, my smalls are falling almost to the floor, but I saved them in last second. Crimson Aubergine. I'm not sure I can get any more color on top of this, but I'll try. Oops. You see, I press a bit hard. Crimson Aubergine. Luminance. I wonder how this will look from the other side when I turn it around. And now I would like my white pencil, but I often borrow the white luminance to other sets, to other coloring projects, even if I don't use polychromos. No, luminance. So it's not where it should be. But instead, I also have a Derwent Lightfast white in the same case. So I'm going to use that for some blending in the highlights. They are quite similar in how white they are. I don't have many of these light fasts, but I have the white. Yes, Anya, hello. Today it's upside down. So let's see. I think I will do the bells now again. Back to the bells. And let's see, what do I want? I actually think I want to do them a little bit reddish. Caput mortem violent. Violent? The violent pencil. Violet, of course, not violent. Red. Caput mortem violent. The new name of this pencil now. And a bit here on the other bell. Before I started to do the streams, or in my first stream on this advent calendar, I think I said that if I got time over when I had done the illustrations, I could color a bit on the tiny shells picture. I don't know how I could believe that I would have time for that. These take all the time. The illustrations. Oh, Anja, I understand that you didn't have time yesterday. I was so late with the stream and picked the challenge. And maybe a bit here. And here. Sorry, pencil. And here. I'm not sure where, but I think I'll leave it like that now. And I mean, it looks much more brown than red, as I had the brown underneath. Light yellow ochre, polychromos. do I want next? I want some dark brown. I actually think I'm gonna go and try out the dark sepia. And where do I want the... It feels hard to see where the... I'm gonna try that. No. Sorry, another pencils goes everywhere. I try to erase that. Oh, mess. Instead, I'm gonna go in with the burnt sienna first. For this reddish tone. Exactly. Hello, shiny blue. Moment of silence for the... Yes. Oh. Oh, have you seen the sitcom Cougar Town? We saw it some time ago, and it was quite... I don't know. It was not super good, but it had absolutely their moments, and they had this fun thing coming back. They drank a lot of wine in this series, and she always have a big glass for her wine, and when it falls to the floor, which it does every season, they have this like almost a funeral for it, and this ritual when they talk about the glass. So we can absolutely have the same with pencils hitting the floor. This is Naples yellow. Bring in some shine. And on this, oh, I almost used the purple. The sienna. I think this might look super weird, but we'll see. I will bring in some burnt ochre, a pencil that you can see have been on the floor because the tip is strange, broken. So as I think it's really difficult to do metal, I just try to do dark and light kind of close to each other and hope that it will look like reflections. And when I fail, I bring in some Posca in the end. Always a bit of Posca. To bring back some of the highlights. And the ochre. And here, making the white a little less big. And do I want some orange in this? Yes, Posco for the rescue. Yes, always. And I think I will go back to, not go back to because I haven't used it yet, but the black polychromos. Ding dong for the bells. It's difficult when you have it upside down, I think. Maybe the sienna. Maybe the sepia. I will try that a little bit more again. No, no, not there. What are you doing? Eraser and Posca, my best friends. And I'm actually going to try the terracotta also. For some almost orange, but not orange. More red. Mix of red and orange. And brown, maybe. Or maybe I'm just babbling. And going in with the sienna and the brown ochre. And why not bringing in another pencil? Walnut brown. The yellow ochre. The walnut brown. maybe here and here. I'm not really sure where to put the highlights around all the elements on the bell, but I do something and let's hope it looks okay. And I mean, you have seen it super close up when I did it, but when I post it, no one will do that, will they? Maybe something like that. And the terracotta, the brown ochre, the yellow ochre, and some Posca and some pastels. Let me see, what do I want for the background? I'm bringing out my old mango what for the background? I think I'll use this one because soft pastels. Ooh, I don't like that sound either. They are pretty fast. Let's see if it turns, if it shows up or if it's just slipping off the paper. Okay, here we have some yellow outside the bell, but whatever. More. If I had done a plan before, I might have done squares or something between the pictures. Now they just ends to color them. Yeah. This picture just went into that picture. And maybe a bit of this one. I haven't used that much. I don't know really. I thought it might work well with the bells. And oh no, it didn't break. It didn't break. Perfect. And it isn't broke. I just used the words wrong, I know. Sorry. I think my streams might be best if you don't know English that well, because if you know English well, you will just be annoyed. Some purple. Purple pink mess. A little bit more of the purple. Oops. And back to one of the first ones, which I can't remember which one it was. Let's try this. I was thinking something, okay, let's take this, like neon pink, and I'm gonna switch finger. Now my fingers are like they usually are when I color, messy. And let's see. Posca, posca, posca. Let's see if this works. Yes. I don't know how much it shows up on the soft background. Maybe I should have made them dark purple instead or something like that, but I'll do like that. And you have to ignore this line here. It's a mess from some other stream. Okay, gonna add some white highlights and try to find a clean finger. And where do we want it here? Bring out some of the shine. This is also why I'm so bad at using polychromos, because then you can, if you're good, you can plan like where you're gonna have the highlights from start and make the paper shine through. But I'm not very good at pre-planning those things. It's like I can see it first after a while when I have been coloring. I'm not sure it needs this. I'm gonna bring in some more dotly dot because I love my dots. Maybe a bit more on these. And here. A bit too much. Try to scrape it off. And yeah, I think it's almost finished. I hope it looks okay. A bit more. Okay, now we're going to turn it around and look at it. Well, I think it looks okay. I think I could bring in a yellow maybe. Where did I see? I had a mess somewhere here. I had been... Oh, now they look like they are almost a lamp inside. Oh. Well, I guess I should leave it like this. I can see that I should have... I could have done a little bit more around the white here, with maybe orange or the... I will see how it looks. I know I have it the right way now, but... But who's gonna stop me? Well, I'm not sure that was better. It might be this. It's something about this bell that I'm not super happy about, but I'll leave it like this. Although, sorry, now I'm starting with all my, but I will try to cover this also with a... Yes, I'm cheating. I'm cheating. Okay, so now pretend I'm not cheating. So, okay, I'm gonna leave it now. Thank you everyone who joined me this stream, stream number 8. And it was fun coloring upside down. Now I have to go and clean my fingers, have some lunch, and go to work again. See you tomorrow. Then we're gonna do the cute little... Oops! Oops, oops. I have to pick up the pencils also. But you don't have to stay for that.